You are not aware, the reason we're here is we want to say no to homophobia, transphobia, biphobia, and queerphobia. So Sunday, May 17th is International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, Transphobia. And our segment today will focus on that. So we are here to stand against and say no to homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, and queerphobia. So tell me, lead the conversations on that. We will have some of our familiar faces joining today. Some of those people that you've seen, some new faces and some familiar faces that you've seen across our Instagram live sessions. So we'll have great conversations. So please stay tuned, and I'll continue saying hello to everybody who's joining. Be sure to participate in the comments. We do our best to have a very engaging conversation. We're here to answer any of your questions. If you have stories that you want to share during this time, please feel free to drop them in the comments. This is a space for us, so feel free to be involved here. All right. So first off, I want to define our first topic, right? Which we're going to say no to homophobia. So Planned Parenthood, they define homophobia as fear, hatred, discomfort with, or the mistrust of people who are lesbian, gay, or bisexual. I want to put an emphasis on the discomfort with. That's a term like we really don't get that included in the homophobia definition. So I'm happy to see that Planned Parenthood put that one in there. So with that being said, I do want to invite my first guest to dig deeper on homophobia and provide some examples and some of their experience on that topic. So, as I get this person in, please feel free to drop a comment, invite a friend to the conversation, whatever it is you need to do. But right now we're trying to get Orlando in the room. Let's see if we can do that. As I work on getting... There we go. All right. So Lando should be joining us shortly. But it should be an interesting topic today. Hey, there you are.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
How are you? I like your painting in the back, too. Is that you?
That's me.
That's cute.
Thank you. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. So you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I am Orlando Machuca. I'm also a social media influencer with the Whitman-Walker Health Clinic. So me and Dave have actually been working together with a lot of these lives and talking to you guys about all this information. My pronouns are he, his, and him as well. Sometimes she, depending on my mood. But for sure, again, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for joining again, on our Friday afternoon.
Right. Nice weather. This weather is like 80 degrees today.
Absolutely. So, I want you to tell us a little bit about a time when you've experienced homophobia and how that made you feel.
So for me, my most memorable time was literally, I want to say through elementary through high school. Like I was actually put into a place where I was being labeled before I even knew myself.
Yeah.
I was not a sexual person. I was super quiet, super shy.
Yeah.
I wasn't sexual until I was out of high school. So for people to be calling me things and saying things to me in fifth grade and elementary school, it was really hurtful and super emotional. I wasn't in the slang, or I wasn't dressing like all the kids in school. I was just a normal kid who sounded different. I had a cleft palate when I was born. So I've always been very nasally. So automatically I sounded very feminine. So kids would make fun of me. And I mean, I would have at it throughout literally, I want to say fifth through at least 10th grade. Lucky for me, I was never really social. So I would stay home. I was not an outdoor kid, but definitely was super hurtful because, I didn't know what was going on with myself. And then for people to already label me and tell me what I should be or what I am
Yeah.
without me really understanding the concepts. It was hurtful. I mean, luckily, I want to say I had my sister was only a grade above me, and
Mhm.
she was like super comforting and super defended. She always defended me. So if anyone tried to like beat me up, like she would be right there,
Yeah.
like have my back. So lucky for her, I want to say I made it, made
Yeah.
it through school. You
It's
know.
so interesting because I had, and I see you getting teary eyed. Man, similar to you, I remember the first time, I didn't identify as gay. And I remember the first time someone called me gay. It was in elementary school. And I remember this kid's name. I had to be like 7. But his name, I remember Lewis's name because it had such a big impact on me because I didn't even understand, really what the term meant to be gay. And
Right.
but I kind of the way he said it, I knew he said it in a way that it seemed like it was a negative term, and so
Exactly.
it really made me feel down about myself. So, like, what are some of the feelings you felt going through that? You
Besides being confused and just emotional, like I already felt left out because I've always looked super younger than everyone, so I was already made fun of like from different things. I just want to say sad and let down. But
You're about
I'm
to make.
gonna say with don't talk about it. I mean, pretty much that's it. Just disappointed. And as I grew older, I kind of figured out like, hey,
Oh
you know
man,
what? I discovered hobbies and like now that I teach and I dance, once I started dancing, it kind of made my personality grow as into I don't care and I really love myself. So like even nowadays where people try to like throw that negativity at me, like my confidence level is just
yeah,
somewhere that is untouchable. So, for any people out there who are somewhere where they don't know how to feel or what to feel, I really want to push for them to find hobbies, find things that make their true selves come out and are able to express themselves to a place where nobody can hurt, nobody can offend, nobody can, get to you because only we can be emotional by other people's actions.
absolutely. And wow, so I mean, we have so much in common. So interesting, and dude, it's interesting that you found that as your release. Because my experience was a little bit different. It was because I danced that I got picked on, and that
Mm,
because I danced, people assumed I was gay, and I just loved to dance. At that time, I had not really figured out my identity.
right.
But I actually got teased more because of that. All right, well, I wasn't expecting to cry like within,
Already, we just started, right?
but no,
Well,
wow, thanks for sharing that. And if you could, leave your mark on the world and like say something to those, about homophobia, what would you like want to leave? What would you say?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like people are raised into this. And fortunate enough, because of my community outreach with dancing, I've met plenty of people who have been super disgusted with me and, homosexuals in general. And I just remind us as a community, be nice. Like, let's not treat the straights like they treat us, try to be empathetic and try to just always be super transparent because I've met so many people who now are like Orlando, like when I met you, I was super and now I see what a good soul you are, and like you've changed my life, and like now their wives are mad at me because their best friend's like homosexual. But I mean, I feel like positive energy gets
Mm.
positive results. We just need to find that place where we are okay and we're gonna be okay. And I feel like that energy keeps going into the universe.
Wow, yes, I love that. Positive energy gets positive results. I think that's amazing. That's amazing to leave off on. Wow. All right. So, anything else you would like to say before, we transition?
Just if you don't understand something, ask questions, learn about it. Like none of us are fully informed and we never will be. Every day something is changing, every day something is new. So the more we meet different people, interact with different people, the more we can understand that at no point in time will we ever understand anything. So it's super important just to accept and enjoy life.
Yeah. I do want to say to the people in the comments who are like in solidarity with us right now that we get you. Because we're sharing this information on live, and I definitely didn't expect to have a moment like this with Orlando, but we appreciate you all witnessing and being here for us. So thank you all, and thank you Orlando for
Thank
joining.
you. Pleasure finally doing a live together. So we'll keep in touch, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thanks for having you guys. Be safe and stay tuned because we have more guests coming up, all right? Take care.
Thanks. See you later. All right. Well, that was deep. And, I do want to thank him again for being so vulnerable with us. So we do have a little bit more coming for you all. So next, we want to say no to transphobia. So Planned Parenthood defines transphobia as fear, hatred, the discomfort with, or mistrust of people who are transgender, queer, genderqueer, or don't follow traditional gender norms. So we have another guest who will be joining us by the name of Lisa to share her experiences on transphobia. So I will get her in the room. Let's do that now. Hopefully I don't cry again, but who knows? All right, let's see. I'm trying to find Lisa. Bear with me. All righty, here we go. Oh, hey, look at you. I love this bag.
Thank you. How are you?
Dude,
Excuse me?
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you so much. I come a little bit.
Looking good there.
Thank you.
All right, so we're here to talk a little bit about transphobia, but I want to allow you to introduce yourself.
Okay. As many of you know, my name is Lisa Alfaro, and I am part of community health team. And my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm here.
Yeah, again for joining. So I know you have a story to tell us, so we want to hear a little bit about that. Tell us how you've experienced transphobia and how that made you feel.
Well, as a trans woman, as a trans woman, all of us, we are all the life we have been like experimenting like discrimination at the school, and I can tell you a lot of situation, but as an immigrant, I have been like suffering more because my first language for to start is Spanish. So first when I came here to this country, I had to start working on other different um, um, ways. So then I had to learn English. I had to find ways to be good. So and on all this time I have been through here in Washington D.C. So has been a little better. Obviously, not all the time because always you like a transgender woman. Always you are on the eyes of the people. So always people is looking at you if you they say you are like real woman, and it's thing like that. So
Yeah, well,
yeah. So but at the moment I can say I am good because I have a good job as with my worker health, and I feel more comfortable now. because in my country it's totally different. You cannot have access to have a
Yeah.
good
Where are
job.
you from?
I am from El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, and as there is a lot of discrimination more than here. Obviously, here is a lot of discrimination around us, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you learn day by day how to manage that kind of discrimination. So that's why I decided to be working by this amazing organization, and
Mhm.
doing amazing things to people too, helping them.
Yeah. Good. So when in those moments that you have experienced transphobia, what do you think they like? How did it make you feel? You know?
Um, yeah, sad.
Yeah.
It's like Orlando say, it's small because you don't have like the power to do something against them, to not used to hurt them, because used to explain them we are people
Mm.
and we are humans too. So I think my feeling are many, because sometimes sad, tired, like sometimes
Yeah.
crying,
I get the time.
many different feelings. Yeah,
Just get like catch up, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
get that.
Mhm.
Wow. So, I mean, well, I guess it's been a little bit better coming from El Salvador to DC. So
Yeah.
at Whitman-Walker, you're able to bring your whole self to work. That has to be, make you feel great, as mentioned. Whitman-Walker is amazing at providing these type of spaces, for people like us or people who are even different than us. But that's amazing. So
Mhm.
I'm so curious, being a, trans woman, what would you say to the world about transphobia?
Okay, first of all, I want to say don't be in silence, because your voice matter.
Yeah.
Don't suffer in silence. Okay, so find legal support with appropriate with professional therapists or people, and we are not dangerous. We are in danger. So no somos peligrosas. Estamos en peligro.
Yeah. Can you translate it in English? Is that what that means?
As we are not dangerous, we are in danger.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Hmm.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
a message. You should get a T-shirt made.
Yeah. Thank you.
Start selling over something. I love
Oh,
that.
thank you so much. So, thank you for having me here. And, also I want to remind you, all people here who is watching us, May is all about strength.
Yes. Yes. Hence the flag here. Wave
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So thank you for joining us, Lisa.
Thank you for having me.
Story, it's not easy. And I appreciate the vulnerability and you really standing in who you are and your truth. So thank you.
Oh, thank you again.
All right. Talk to you later.
Thank you. Let you.
Bye.
Bye.